So do you think we're born with a purpose, or is that part true and part we co-create what we desire?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And so, I mean, this brings up that the conversation that's come in quite a few times in the podcast too, around primary gifts versus secondary gifts, right? And so primary gifts are the things that, to me, it's what we're here for. It's like there's a sole purpose connected to it. And the challenge with them is, I think we do come in with them, and the people around us usually aren't like, awesome, I really like these primary gifts of yours. They're usually some sort of disruption. Like I often talk about mine, of like being able to see clearly what's happening and to see where people are coming from, and actually see the truth in something, because we live in a world where so many people are just trying so hard to maintain their illusions, to go, yeah, I'm trying really hard not to look at that because I don't think I'll be okay if I do. And so I'm just pretending this is true instead. And then this damn kid comes along and goes, hey, look at that thing you're not looking at, right? Like, people will go like, oh, great, David, more of your primary gifts, as a 5-year-old or whatever, that's, just being able to disrupt people's homeostasis. And so to me, I was in trouble a lot for that. And so when we look at whatever our individual gifts are, they often have a countercultural component to them, a disruptive component to them, something that doesn't make the people around us go like, oh yeah, keep doing that, do more of it. And I think that's changing. I think that more and more kids are being born into situations where their greatest gifts are being supported and brought out in them. But for most of us that have been here for a while, that's not the case. And so what we do is we develop secondary gifts, which are the things that we're good at, that make other people happy, that make other people go, oh, good job, do more of that. And so we enjoy doing it. And a lot of what we enjoy, maybe we start to enjoy the task or the way of being, but so much of it's the feedback. Like, I'm being a good boy, or I'm being a good girl. People love and appreciate me when I do this. There's great payoff for this. And it creates this trap that draws us into offering things that we've developed, high competencies at, but they don't bring that deep level of fulfillment. They're not sole purpose stuff. And they often disguise as our life purpose. It's, I think I'm here to do this. But when we start to awaken really why we're here and what really wants to come out of us, as scary as that can be and as rewarding as that can be, that's where that deep level of fulfillment, that sense of being on purpose, that sense of meaning in life just becomes really present. And then often the secondary gifts we developed can support us in bringing them out, but we need to readjust and realize, like, what is it that I'm really doing here? Why am I doing it? And people are often afraid, like, oh, does that mean I'm gonna have to leave my job and doing this? Well, maybe not. Maybe you're actually going to keep doing it, but you're not doing your job anymore. You're doing something else through that job. You're offering, some sort of support, because our greatest gifts are always about something that helps others, people transform as well, or supports them to find a part of themselves. And so they're very different in nature.